Hello, everybody. It's Fridays with Father, and it's Friday, the 12th of February. I'm here with Jonah, and somebody left me two of these in my mailbox, and I'm not sure what they are. They look like face shields, and I was wondering if they're intended to be for like Jonah, for the dog. I'm not sure. And I tried putting one on him, and of course, it didn't really work, But anyway, I've got two of these in my mailbox, and I don't know what they're for or who they're from, but I'm very grateful to you, and I'm sure eventually there'll be an explanation to go with it. But it gave me a laugh, and it gave Jonah some cause for concern, probably the fact that I was going to make him walk around with a face shield on. All right. Anyway, I'm here to say hello to you today, and as I was coming here. I bumped into one of our employees here who was just heading off home, and he said to me, he said, I hope you have a happy Valentine's, Father. And we both kind of laughed, but I think I laughed more than he did, really, because obviously I'm not celebrating Valentine's this coming Sunday, but I know that some of you might be celebrating Valentine's, and I'm sure you'll have a great time. But it falls on a Sunday. Obviously, I'm not celebrating Valentine's because that's not my deal in life, right? I don't have a significant other, nor am I interested. Well, I have a significant other in the person of Jesus, but I won't be going out for any romantic dinners or anything of that nature. But anyway, it gave me a laugh, when I thought about that. However, it falls on a Sunday. So, I think it's probably good for me just to sort of say, I'm sure you all know, that Valentine's Day has very little to do with Saint Valentine, okay, or even faith. It's kind of a romantic opportunity for many people, but it's also big business, as big business everywhere. But yeah, Valentine's Day is not in this present age much to do with Saint Valentine himself. In fact, this Sunday we are celebrating the 6th Sunday in Ordinary Time, and it will be the last Sunday in Ordinary Time this side of Lent. So so it's quite a big deal, because I told you that this kind of like section of Ordinary Time wouldn't last very long, and it's about to finish. And it's about to finish on, this coming week, when we launch ourselves into Lent on the very kind of well-celebrated day of Ash Wednesday. Okay, so I suppose I wanted to speak to you today about Ash Wednesday. I'm not going to speak to you about Lent. I'll save that for the weeks that follow, but specifically about Ash Wednesday, just some my reflections on it, really my experiences of it, and just to give you an orientation. It is the day when we initiate what is a holy time, the holy time of Lent. And why is it a holy time? Because it's a time of grace when a lot of people return to God in prayer, and they come back to the faith, and they come back to the church, or they even become members of the church. People do go to confession, people do make spiritual efforts, and so it's a special holy time. And it all kicks off with Ash Wednesday, when lots of people throughout the world will attend church and receive ashes on their forehead. Yep, ashes on their forehead. As a sign of what? As a sign of what? Well, that's a very good question, and we'll be talking about that more as the days unfold. But it's really kind of, in some ways, to remind us of who we are, of who we are and of our need for God. And it dates back to pre-Christian times, really. It goes back to the Bible in the Old Testament, into Jewish practices. And you can look throughout the Old Testament and you'll find different examples of when somebody's done something wrong and they feel bad. They've taken it upon themselves to tear their clothes apart, sit down in dirt, and sprinkle ashes all over them. And they do that as a sign to recognize that they're sorry, a sign of their guilt, really, and a public expression, a way of expressing what's going on inside of them, So that's where the practice of Ash Wednesday began. It's Old Testament. Now, it didn't really sort of take root in the sort of ritualized sense of the word in the Catholic Church until about the 6th century, until Pope St. Gregory the Great kind of included it in his rituals. And there are kind of like tones and psalm tones which contain evidence of that. So we know it goes back as far as the 6th century. But ever since then, the Catholic Church throughout the world on this day, wherever you go, you can go and receive ashes on your forehead as a sign that you're beginning this holy time of Lent, and a sign that in some ways, however deep down inside of you, there is a longing in you to return to God. There is a part of you that in some ways it wants to express sorrow for things you've done wrong in the past, and you're looking to make amends. And basically, that's what the ash means. That's what it means. And it's a good time. It's a holy time. And thousands upon thousands of people receive ashes on this day. In Chicago alone, it's astounding, really, that people come in huge numbers to receive ashes. And it's not just a Catholic thing. It spreads right across all the different Christian denominations and beyond. I think that there are lots of people who have no faith who receive ash on Ash Wednesday, and at some level it means something to them, although it may not mean what we understand it to mean in the true sense of the word, but they take ashes anyway. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And especially on Ash Wednesday, we're invited to go and receive ashes, although it's not a holy day of obligation. However, Ash Wednesday is one of 2 days during the year when we are invited to fast. Fast and abstain. Fast and abstain. And there are 2 days in the year when we are mandated as Catholics to eat less and to eat no meat. And Ash Wednesday is one of those days, and the other day of the year is Good Friday. Okay, so like the beginning of Lent and at the end of Lent, really. And so we're invited on that day to fast. So what does that mean? It means that we eat less, To be strict and to follow the rules, you're allowed to have one main meal and then 2 snacks, or what they call 2 collations. One main meal and 2 snacks, which, depending who you are and how much you eat, that may not be a whole lot, or it may be, more than you would normally eat. Who knows? But the idea of fasting is to deny ourselves something in order to see our need and to look within ourselves to see what that need is, and that need points us to God. So the fasting is to enable to help us to connect with our need for God on that day. That's why we do it. Okay, we don't do fasting because we're bad people and we want to be punished. It's nothing to do with masochism or anything like that. It is a spiritual practice, and a lot of people, even in this parish, I know, who fast regularly anyway, But on Ash Wednesday, we fast and we abstain. So we fast, we have one main meal and 2 snacks, and we abstain. And that means we abstain from meat. So it's a fish day, or a vegetable day, or a candy day, but it's not a meat day. Okay, so we do that on Ash Wednesday, and we do it on Good Friday. And there's an age limit. It's from the ages of 14 to 59. So if you're in between those ages, then it's kind of considered church law. You'll be expected to do it. However, if you're older than 59, that means I've only got 5 years to go, or you're younger than 14, you can eat wherever you like. But the general practice on that day is that we try to eat less, focus more on God, all right, and we stay away from the meat. So that's Ash Wednesday. and I'll be talking to you very soon about what our schedule is here at the Church of the Holy Spirit. But I just wanted to say one thing, and it's about like Ash Wednesday, and what us priests kind of our perception of it is, because it is a day when lots of people come, and usually we're very, 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 very busy, and it's like a day of constant ash giving. But the thing that we notice over the years, of course, is that there are two main days in the Catholic year when most people come to church. 2 days when you get most people coming to church, and that one day is Ash Wednesday, and the other day is Palm Sunday. Okay, Ash Wednesday and Palm Sunday. Now it's kind of an interesting connection there, because you see, on Palm Sunday we have palms, and it's the palms which get burned from Palm Sunday which are used then for Ash Wednesday. So there's like a cycle there, but the connection is between Ash Wednesday and Palm Sunday is the palm which disintegrates into nothing, and we place it on our head, connecting ourselves with Christ's passion. That's interesting. However, the point I was trying to make was that for us as priests, we see that loads of people come on those 2 days above all other days, more than Christmas, more than Easter. And the reason we think why they come more on those days than others is because they get something free. We give something away free. We give ashes. We're not asking people for money. They haven't got to do anything. We're giving something away. And so people flock to it. So we give ashes on Ash Wednesday, and on Palm Sunday we give palms, and people come because they need to get their palm, And I'm not knocking it, because at some level that's to do with faith, the faith life of the individual, that they get something free, and there's probably a consumerist tendency as well involved, but at some level it speaks to people, And so those 2 days, millions come just for those things. Okay, the rest of the year, that's up for grabs. The ironic thing in that is, in some ways, is that the church, as the church, we're always giving something away for free. Really, we're always giving Jesus, and we're always giving the sacrament. But not everybody kind of gets that. But we're always giving Jesus. We're always giving the sacrament. But people like something tangible, and they like what we call sacramentals. And so these are like signs or symbolic kind of tokens which people can hold on to. Ashes on your head, palm in the hand. Very interesting. We could talk more about that again, and maybe we will. But for now, I just wanted to, once again reiterate that we look forward to seeing you in one way or another this coming Ash Wednesday. Because of COVID, we can't do what we normally do. Okay, we have limits in what we can do, and I know that some of you will probably be watching one of our masses online, and we look forward to seeing you then. And I just wanted to let you know that as well as like receiving ashes on the forehead this year, we have an ashes to go kind of opportunity. So, on Ash Wednesday, you may not feel comfortable actually coming to one of our services, but you might be able to stop by and pick up a small baggie of ash, which will include a little card instructing you how to use it and to use it prayerfully. Okay, so we have that option for you. But apart from that, we have 2 full masses on Ash Wednesday, in the morning in English at 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. in Spanish. Okay, ashes will be distributed within the Mass. Then apart from that, we have 2 services in English, at 12 noon and 4 p.m. And then at 5:30, we have a general distribution of ashes in Spanish. Okay, so there's lots of opportunities, but what we do ask you is that if you intend to come, please sign up, call in and make a reservation, just so we know that we can accommodate you. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're winding down the extraordinary, ordinary time, and we're winding up now to Lent, which kicks off with Ash Wednesday next Wednesday. So I'll be here, and I look forward to seeing you then. As I said to you, this year, because of COVID, we will be giving you ashes on your forehead using a Q-tip. Okay? It will be socially distanced, there will be a face shield, and there will be a mask, and you should feel quite safe in receiving ashes in that way. If you don't want to receive them in that way, take them to go. All right? We try and do our best to accommodate you as best we can. And if you're celebrating St. Valentine's Day this coming weekend, then have a wonderfully romantic time. I know it's also a day for love and friendship, so thank you for your friendship and thank you for your love to me since I've been here, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. But for now, be joyful and keep the faith. Bye-bye.